Welcome to the Loveland Report Lone Ranger Show. I am Cleve Loveland, Central Florida's best real estate planner for over 33 years, alongside Bruce Woodburn, your mortgage loan arranger. And we are going to talk to you about your mortgage news, your real estate news, where are the rates at. My top three today, I've got median home price article about when will the median home price be $1 million? Sooner than you think. Knowing your numbers. If you're a seller, a buyer, or a landlord, know your numbers. We're going to dig into that. And then where is the best place to spend your money getting your house ready to sell, and or if you're a buyer. So we'll dig into that today. Bruce, what do you have?
We're going to talk about what interest rates are doing, what direction they're heading in, who's buying properties right now. Is it time to refinance? And I want to talk how you can strategize your next transaction. What do we do when we're looking at buying property? Because I think a lot of people have a misconception of how to negotiate a real estate transaction. You and I may have different ideas on that as well. You and I both buy properties. You and I do investments. We have done some flips, but we have maybe a slightly different strategy. And I think I want to talk to them about how we do it and how you can optimize it. Then I want to talk a little bit about some products that we have. We did a big seminar for real estate agents and financial planners in Maitland on Wednesday, talking about non-QM products, meaning they don't meet Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac guidelines. They don't meet HUD guidelines or VA. But what they do is they help people that may not fit into those boxes. Did you know that 27% of the mortgage volume today is non?
It's not the plain vanilla loan, the FHA or the conventional.
And you have to know what they are. And some people think, oh, that's like the old subprime or BC.
No.
It's not. It absolutely is not. Now, they're alternative because they don't meet Fannie Mae guidelines, but they still don't. They're not unsafe. They're still, you have to have skin in the game. They're prudent underwriting, but they're ways you can get self-employed people into transactions easier. Fannie Mae is a nightmare for conventional people. They really are. If you're self-employed and you're getting a conventional loan, and listen, my credit's perfect, I have money in the bank and my income is steady, it would still be a nightmare for me to get a conventional loan because I got to give them my tax returns, my bank statements. I've got to give them profit and loss and balance sheets on every company that I own. That is insane, but you have to do it to meet conventional guidelines. Else you have to have an alternative. We have the alternative.
Well, I think what's important is you walk into your big bank or your credit union, they're not going to know what QM stands for.
No, they don't know what that means.
Quiet meeting, quality measures, what they're not going to know. I think it's just really important. Realtors, especially if you're listening, the loan arranger will straighten your buyers out on this. He's probably got a loan for somebody that might've been denied by the bank.
That is
by the
credit union. That happens every day.
But Bruce, I got an article here. This is Lawrence Yun, smartest guy out there, one of the guys I love listening to. He's the head economist for the Association of Realtors, National Association of Realtors. And you know what the median home price was? Where are we at? Median home price in 1990, what was?
No, it was
90,000. So in 35 years, it's gone to 400,000.
Okay.
So what he's saying here, in 25 years, our median price is 400,000 now. 25 years is going to hit $1 million.
Okay.
The median home price in the country. So in Central Florida, we're a little bit behind that. We're about 380, 390 in Central Florida. And
so when does he think it's going to hit?
By 2050. That's just 24 years from now.
Yeah. But I think, first of all, real estate typically doubles approximately every 10 years anyway. So that's easy. So if you're at what now? You're at 4.
We're at 400.
You're at 400 now.
Around
so in
country,
10 years, it should be close to 800.
If it does, if that's the case. Now, it hasn't been the case. Right now, we've got flat appreciation.
Yeah, I know we do, but we had 25% appreciation during 2020, 2021, and 2020.
That was an outlier, I think.
It was an outlier, but you have to take that into consideration.
But think about your first house. What was your price on your first house?
107.
107. Mine was 86.
Yeah.
And now the darn thing's worth 360.
Oh, yeah, all day long.
Yeah. So I wish I'd kept the thing.
And it would have been paid for.
But I think what we need to read into this is if you do not own a house, you need one immediately. Don't be a poor renter. We don't know any rich renters.
Nope.
And if you've got one, don't sell it unless you just are not into the rental game. But I can show you how to do that. I got a meeting after this.
Take care of that for them.
Radio listener I'm going to see right after this that actually bought another townhome, leapfrogged out of one into another, and she's going to rent her old one. And it's got great equity, got great cash flow, and great stepping stone to building your wealth. And you do this 2-3 times, you've got regardless of what the median price is now, you do this 2-3 times, 10 years from now, you do have over $1 million in real estate.
Absolutely. You should easily have that if you follow our Leapfrog process. That's buying a home as a primary residence every 2 to 3 years and keeping that property and renting it out. Over a 20-year period of time, you'll have 5 properties, all free and clear. Everyone free and clear. It should produce you between $15,000 and $30,000 a month in rental income, depending on how much the property is actually worth and where your properties are located. But that case it's an easy process. You have to live somewhere. And the problem with people that are not owning right now, they have been programmed by the media that renting is okay. You should rent. You can get a gym and a swimming pool, and you're going to meet Brenda down at the pool.
And you know what happens? They never use those amenities. Apartment complexes do that now. They've
Right.
got movie theaters and bowling alleys and great fitness centers, and they'll have somebody carry your garbage out for you. And after being there, nobody uses. Yeah, they got the valet garbage service, but nobody uses the amenities. I had a friend of ours moved into one of these nice apartment complexes. The pool area looked like something out of a Ritz-Carlton. Cabanas and floating day beds and all this stuff, and barbecue pits and everything. TVs in the cabanas. Nobody uses it.
But here's the thing. The hedge funds that built these apartment complexes and own them are the ones that are programming our young people that renting is okay to do. Of course they are. That's their business. They should be doing that, but it's a false narrative. It's not true. There is no, if you look around the room, folks, listen, just look around the room at the people that you know, and you ask those people, do you own or do you rent? Now, I don't know if those folks are going to tell you what their net worth is, but I can promise you the average renter's net worth is less than 13,000. This is national. This is a fact. 13,000.
Okay,
the average renter is 13,000.
Okay.
The average homeowner is 200,000.
Yeah.
So you pick which side of the fence you want to be on. You want the media to tell you that you shouldn't be buying right now. It's not the right thing to do, that renting is okay. Maybe you're a Mondavi fan. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe socialism is the way that maybe you think you should get a free house. Maybe you should sign up for that and get a free house. I think that guy's going to drive all the rich people out of New York, and there'll be nobody to pay for any of this stuff.
They'll be coming here.
But everyone that he endorsed got in. Everyone. And I think I'm telling you, there's a socialist movement, though, happening right now. Don't you think it's just in New York? I'm going to tell you, there's wackos. And here's the problem with that, with socialism. Socialism is fantastic until you run out of other people's money.
Yeah.
As soon as that money's gone, what do you do then? But what happens is these libs will push the social agenda that you're going to get free housing, and it's going to be cut off to where they can't raise the rent, and they can't do this, and you're going to get free groceries, and everything's free. But what happens is it comes up for re-election, and they couldn't get everything done. So they go, oh, it's the conservatives' fault because they kept us from going even further. So now we got to go further. The next thing you know, the people that are for this are enslaved by it. You cannot get out of it. And I find it really challenging to accept that our folks in this country that may have a tougher time, Black people, Hispanic people that may be discriminated against in some way. I think that they have voted for this so long that they feel like they have to do it out of family tradition.
And I'd like the other way now.
I'd like to see them break out of that and go be yourself. Go create wealth for yourself. The government's never going to get you rich.
How are we doing on rates this week, Bruce?
Now you wanted to change the subject. I'm going to give out my phone number first, so you can tell me whether you agree with that or not. But my phone number for the Loaner Ranger, he's helping people across the country with great mortgages every day. Whether you're a minority or a majority, I don't even know who's a majority anymore. You can reach me at 407-250-9144. Write that number down, 407-250-9144, or webringyouhome.com. I'm an American, and I'm going to work hard for this country, and I'm going to pay my taxes, and I'm going to do the right thing. How about you?
All right, Loveland Properties. You need to buy, sell, or you got landlord. You're a landlord. You got property you need managed. You can call me at 407-352-8118. We will help you come up with a real estate plan, or go to cleveloveland.com. I was trying to find, all I got was a video, Bruce. I'm going to watch it during the break, about the legislation that the Senate passed getting rid of some regulations for new home builders,
Yes.
making that easier, which is
Yep.
will help. And then also they've got legislation on the big hedge funds that own all these properties,
Yep.
on how long they can own them and trying to do that. I don't really think
what
that's
percentage they can own.
yeah, and how long they can own them. And I don't think that's part of our inventory problem, because most of what they buy, those are the guys texting you on your phone. They own a small percentage of the market out there. And even if they were forced to divest, it's not going to change our inventory
Right.
too much.
There's also something that's being enacted that will allow you to do up to $7,000 worth of improvements on your home and not have to get permits.
I thought that was already passed. Okay. All right.
I don't think it's passed, but I know it's on the ballot.
So
also you got the whole tax relief that DeSantis has been pushing.
should be. Yep.
But I'm going to give you updates. If you follow my YouTube page at Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger, you can see all of the interviews that I've done on that, including an interview with Michael Urwowski, the Florida insurance commissioner, on my YouTube page. You do not want to miss that. Unbelievable interview, but he has done a lot to bring insurance costs down. So insurance costs has come down considerably. You need to reshop your insurance. Right now, if you're listening to this, I want you to call your current insurance agent and ask them if they've gotten you the best deal. And then I want you to back check them and shop it with 3 or 4 different companies. I guarantee you're not getting the best deal. Right now, you need to reshop insurance. We have gotten over 120 new insurance companies have come back into the market, and they are bidding for your business. And many of them have already submitted an application to the state insurance commissioner to lower their premiums. How do you like that?
That should help.
So it should
Definitely
help.
everything we can do can help, because it's just, we got a steady market here in Florida compared to the rest of the country, and our prices don't drop as much as they do in other hot markets. They don't rise quite as fast as they do in other markets, but our taxes are less. That's why a lot of people are coming here. But Bruce, back to interest rates. Where are we at now? Are we getting any better this week?
Average rate this week was 6.47%.
Okay, hasn't come down, hasn't changed much.
No.
Okay, all right.
Not really, not much, but we have seen some positive movements in the bond market, but it's so erratic right now because one day we got Trump coming on and said, I got a deal. And then I'm pulling the deal out, and then they're canceling the deal. So the market has been a yo-yo.
Doesn't like uncertainty.
It does not like uncertainty.
Because the Fed left the rate the same, which I would hope would improve mortgage rates. But
I think they should just leave everything alone. We don't have to threaten. But Kevin Warsh came out last week and said, I might have to have 2 rate hikes in Q1 of next year. That's Q1. We're not even all the way in Q2 yet of this year.
Yeah.
So why are we talking about Q1 of next year? And it caused the market to go to hell in a handbasket. 407-250-9144. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I'm the Lone Ranger. I've been lending for 36 years. I lend in all 50 states, purchases, refinance, construction loans, renovation loans, home equity line of credit, reverse mortgages for a bunch of you. Man, I'm telling you, we're getting up there. How about a reverse mortgage? Let's talk about it. I've got every loan program, and I don't broker. I don't have to go all over the place and shop your mortgage.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, I had a deal that almost fell apart because the people that were buying my client's house were using a mortgage broker, and it was a poop show. I'm telling you that much right now. Give us out your phone number.
All right. You want to reach Cleve Loveland. You want to make a real estate plan for you and your family. 407-352-8118. I can help you plan your next sale, plan your next purchase, or help you if you're a landlord. Stop chasing those tenants for rent. Get your right late fees, protect your property. 407-352-8118.
We'll be back in 5 minutes.